When moon? When are my stocks going to go to the moon? Well, today, y'all, I actually want to talk to you all about 3 stocks. Well, I'll talk to you about one in particular and maybe the other 2 in another video that I have a great feeling is going to do great in the whole space exploration business as we travel to commercialize space travel. Now, just so you all know, analysts say that this will be a $1.5 trillion industry. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a whole lot of money. And my bet is, with many companies going towards space, a lot will succeed and some will not. But our thing is, we have to look at the companies that have the right tools and the right people to push them towards success. So today we're going to break down these companies that are battling their way to space exploration as we enter a new age of space travel. It's worth noting that all of these companies are making their way towards the public markets through a SPAC. And I'll have the definition of what a SPAC is here on the screen, and I'll probably do a more in-depth video because it's actually pretty complicated. But aside from that, this is how these companies are making their way onto the market, and for people like you and me who may be watching this video to invest in said company. So let's break down this company that I'm looking at as of right now, and as I said, I'll mention the other 2 as well, but we just won't go as in depth about them. So what I'm about to read to you all is something that my great friend researched for an article that he wrote. His name is Noah. He's such a talented writer, and hats off to him. So on March 1st, 2021, an even bigger player threw their hat in the ring, basically the SPAC ring. Rocket and satellite company Rocket Lab announced it would merge with Vector Acquisition in a deal valuating the company at $4.1 billion. Like Astra, Rocket Lab mostly furnishes launches for the small satellites market. Unlike Astra, Rocket Lab is looking to put some of the over $700 million it is getting from the SPAC and other players such as Pipe Investment from BlackRock, Vector Capital, and other players to work on changing that. I just want to say, by the way, Astra is another company that we'll be talking about. Well, that I just want to mention that also has to do with space exploration. Now, they're not as big as SpaceX, of course, but they are trying to bring their own unique business model to the space business. So for now, Rocket Lab, Astra are 2 names to remember. So Rocket Labs plans to use the money, the $700 million we talked about from their SPAC deal and other players who are in on that SPAC investment, to build a brand new launch vehicle called Neutron, which is kind of a slimmed down plagiarism version of the SpaceX Falcon 9 full thrust rocket. Neutron's first stage will be reusable, by the way. Alright, so I just want to compare like the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket to the Neutron, okay? So the SpaceX Falcon 9 full thrust is 71 meters tall and it can deliver 22,800 kilograms to low Earth orbit. Astra's Neutron rocket is 40 meters tall and can deliver 8,000 kilograms to low Earth orbit. Now, basically in English, this is really phenomenal because the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket is 2 times bigger than this Rocket Lab rocket, but Rocket Lab has like half the numbers as that SpaceX Falcon rocket when it comes to the low Earth orbit, and it weighs 2 times less as well. So really great stuff there. By the way, Elon is even paying attention to Rocket Lab. During their Neutron launch that was successful, Elon said, "Looks familiar, ha ha ha." Nonetheless, the right move. Congrats to Rocket Lab. Neutron would be a huge step forward for Rocket Lab, allowing them to make a meaningful bid to move up in the world of space exploration. It's not a SpaceX killer, Noah wrote in this article, but it doesn't have to be. Rocket Lab is doing a great job attacking the niche small satellite market and has the opportunity to scale that up, potentially making a bid for bigger contracts in the process. So basically, to bring that full circle, Rocket Lab again will not be a SpaceX killer. It's more going to contribute to space exploration and be just another company in the space alongside with companies like Virgin Galactic that I think we talked about on this channel, and SpaceX. Now, the third company that I just want to also mention is Spire Global. Now, Spire Global is doing a SPAC deal with a company called Navsite Holdings, and basically they're a service as a software company. Now, I'll go into more depth about Spire Global and also Astria, but with what I said about Rocket Lab, I think again that there is phenomenal potential in them servicing such a small market when it comes to satellite companies, and then they're going to scale their way up to even bigger contracts. Maybe one day they'll even compete against SpaceX when it comes to getting these bigger contracts. But who knows? For now, I wanted to bring this onto your radar because this is also huge that I forgot to mention, because Cathie Wood, which has become one of the most influential women who is just a beast when it comes to investing, and you know, others call her the female Warren Buffett, and you know what I'm saying, that she is just like a disruptive investor who always doubles down and triples down in what she believes in and in companies that are not orthodox. Well, she's making an ETF, a new one called ARC-X, which basically is an ETF that has to do with exploration. Now, she filed with the SEC around January 1st of 2021. It hasn't gone public yet, but I'm assuming that she already has holding in some companies, but we just don't know it yet because the ETF is still public. So rest assured, I feel like when she goes public and we see the holdings that she has, I think this is just a speculation, but that she'll be making more moves to buy up more stocks that have to do with space exploration, and Astria, Rocket Lab, and Spire Global could be on those lists. Therefore, if they are, we want to make a move before she gets in on it, because I have the hunch as well that she's going to be buying a lot of these stocks, which will hopefully result them in going up. By the way, this isn't financial advice. I know I just broke that down and it was really like I was happy about it, but this isn't financial advice. I'm just letting you all know this information about these interesting stocks and about space exploration, because this is going to be a huge industry as we get more and more into the future. So with that being said, I hope you all love this information that I had to share. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up so of course more people like you can see it. Subscribe to the A1 Trading Company, and please comment down below what you think about Astria, Rocket Lab, and Spire Global so we can talk about it more in depth. You can also join our Discord. We have a free Discord that you can join for stock analysis, stock discussion, and more, and we also offer a premium service if you want to sign up for that as well. We can talk about everything within there as well. So I believe that's all I have for you all. In the next videos, maybe I'll talk more about Spire Global and Astria if you want to know more about these SPACs and these stocks. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the next video.